Hello, and thanks for stopping by the Massachusetts Beer Reviews. If you're watching this video, it's because you're highly curious about this little beer that's been showing up on shelves and around the country, and social media has blown this thing up incredibly. It is the Not Your Father's Root Beer. This is ale with the taste of spices. It is 5.9%, and it is brewed by Small Town Brewery, which is out of, I believe, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Beer with natural vanilla extract, other natural and artificial flavors, and caramel color. I wonder what it'll look like without the caramel color. They say Small Town Brewery makes specialty beers that utilize unique ingredients with an unmistakable taste of nostalgia. They make just 5.9% in the 6-packs, and they also do a 10.5 and surprisingly a 19% root beer in 22-ounce bombers only, and I believe those are only available in the Chicagoland area. Just use a mug because it's root beer. And it's just a plain Jane kind of cap, just plain black. So we'll give the Father's Root Beer a chance. I've had it a couple of times from the 6-pack. I'm just going to pour straight down the middle. There's not going to be a head that really forms too much on that. What it looks like, it's definitely soda, pop pop fizz. It goes away, and it is completely gone. This looks like root beer or Pepsi or anything like that in the glass. A little bit of the ruby red tinges. From the sunlight, I can see in there some carbonation, sure, just like soda. Let's give that a smell. And you definitely get, the first thing that I notice is a strong vanilla scent. They use the vanilla extract, and that's exactly what you get in the smell on that. I guess you're also getting the smell of spices. And would you like to try some root beer?
Oh, this is fancy.
The smell of spices. I guess it's like a ginger. I don't know what kind of spices they typically use, like anise. She says it needs ice cubes, but maybe it's the smell of like licorice or anise in the vanilla. And let's give it a taste test. Cheers, everybody. I think it's cold enough. Yeah, there's no way possible that if you gave this beverage to somebody, they would even know that you were technically giving them a beer or a malted beverage that had alcohol in it. I know there are some malt liquors that are at 5.5, 5.9, and 6% that taste like they've got alcohol in it. This is entirely masked, all that alcohol. And again, you get a combination of that anise, licorice, black licorice type of a taste with the vanilla extract that they use in the root beer. What else can be said about this? I mean, it tastes exactly like, to me, it closely resembles either like Jones soda or any kind of other root beer, like maybe the Stewart's that has the real cane sugar. It's got a real cane sugar type of a taste to it. It doesn't have much of an artificial flavor at all to it. I would say it's definitely crisp, clean, and it's super refreshing. And this would be great with a dollop of ice cream in it. Yeah. The mouthfeel is definitely light to medium on the light side. Again, it drinks like a Jones or a Stewart's or a mug root beer, IBC. It just has a little bit of that, a sugary slickness or some kind of an oily slickness, but I wouldn't say that this is overly sugary sweet, no. And it's finishes on the sugary side, but again, it doesn't tingle the teeth, and it's not anything cloying in the sweetness. But I would have to say, for the Not Your Father's Root Beer from Small Town Brewery in La Crosse, Wisconsin, I would have to give this, you know, I gotta grade this as if it were a beer, and you know, it doesn't really have a lot of beer type notes or beer type flavors at all. I would definitely say, if I were to rate it as a beer itself, and I don't mind this one at all, I would probably give that a 3.5. It's definitely that 85 range for me for sure. But again, if you're going into this beer expecting beer flavors, the taste of malts and hops and any kind of earthy, yeasty quality, you're not getting that stuff. I mean, you're buying this because it's root beer, and the novelty of this thing is what enticed you. And I would have to say, if you're considering this a novelty type item, if you're considering it that, it's probably one of the better beers for that. It's probably one of the better beverages for that. If you don't like beer and you like soda, if you don't like beer and you like malt alternatives, you might like this. This is definitely a good beer. Burgers and fries, just old-fashioned root beer type pairings on that. Desserts for sure. But yeah, I'll give that an 85 B+, and a 3.5 out of 5. This has been Masher's Beer Reviews. Until next time, keep tasting those great beers. Keep tasting those root beers. If you can get the 10.5 and 19%, I would love to see reviews on that. Again, those are only in the Chicagoland area as far as I understand, and do not have an idea, nor does the Small Town Brewery website tell you when those variants in the 20-ounce bombers are for sale or when they come out each year. But I'd be curious to know what people think on YouTube and Beer Advocate, what they think of those variants. So again, until next time, this has been Masher's Beer Reviews. Keep tasting those great beers. We'll see you soon. Cheers.